Welcome to Yankee Chronicle. For the next 2 weeks, our show is presented by Harborside and Mountainside Trading, your hometown gift store serving the Lake Sunapee region. Joining me today is Rhonda Gurney, the owner, who will show us around this interesting store and introduce us to the wonderful and unique products that make great gifts for any occasion. Ray Martin will give us a rundown on the Warner Fall Foliage Festival as they celebrate the 250th anniversary of the founding of the town. Also in Warner, Andy Bullock from the Indian Museum will invite us to their annual Harvest Moon Festival coming up this Sunday. And we'll close with our Abby Peel, interviewing Gavin King, the new education associate at the new London Barn Playhouse. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this message from the underwriting businesses that keep YCN, your local view, coming right to you.
This program is supported by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Welcome to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Elizabeth DeRazio, joining right here at Harborside Trading at 81 Main Street in Sunapee. The day is gorgeous. We're enjoying a beautiful breeze. We're right next to the MV Mount Sunapee, and that means we need to find that perfect gift for someone. I'm joined by Rhonda Gurney right here, and she's going to tell us why she bought this store in the first place and why it's the perfect place for us to do our shopping.
Hi, Elizabeth. I grew up coming here, and this was my favorite store when I was a child. My dad would launch his boat and we'd stop in, and one year he got the biggest fish. I came in and I just loved this store. Told my parents I wanted to grow up and live here someday, and here I am. And then I bought the store.
So for the last 4 years, you really have worked to maintain the tradition of the store, but also kind of expand its local connections and offerings. Tell us about how you really believe in giving back with your space.
Well, first, I wanted to give back to the community. And while my daughter worked here for the previous owner, I asked her if she would make a list of what people were asking for, especially the local people. And some of the things were like greeting cards, local artists, local book authors. So that was our start. And then as we progressed into it, we developed a partnership with the Historical Society to carry their products, their books. They have a game and some maps and things like that. And then now we're working with the Lake Sunapee Protective Association to do the same thing. And we're really excited to work with Peter Gunn, and he is giving to the Kearsarge Food Pantry.
Yes, he's doing the Boards for Board program. So
Yes.
this is really an amazing thing because you get to buy an absolutely beautiful handmade cutting board that Peter does, which I'm sure people have seen them in shops, but it's going to send the proceeds to families in need right in our area.
Yes.
Now, the great thing about this is many times we drive by, and I'm sure we've seen like tour buses or people looking in the area visiting, but we have to remember this really is like a year-round place. You can get that perfect if you've got a kids' corner with great local authors and beautiful toys.
Yes, and we do, our last day open here is New Year's Day. Gets very cold down here, but in the 3 months that we are closed, we are open for appointments. So I've taken appointments by phone and in person, where I will come down and open the store for people.
As we were walking through the store, it was really nice to see the variety of artisan gifts and things that you had here. Just incredibly beautiful pieces at all different price points. You know, it's really like walking into like you walk in, you're like, oh my gosh, I can buy a present for a child. I can buy a present for my grandmother, my spouse, my partner. There really is something for everyone in there. Plus, we also have the great Sunapee branded gear. I mean, how can you come here and not get your Sunapee sweatshirt or t-shirt? It's iconographic. But it's easy to forget, like, this isn't a tourist stop. This is actually a place where you'll even wrap the presents for us.
That's right. That's
now,
right.
what about wedding gifts and things like that? When we're kind of having trouble finding something for someone, you'll be able to help us pick something out?
Yes, and that's part of what I really love to do. So when people come in and ask me what our recommendations are, we have great Sunapee blankets and that say Lake Sunapee on them. They're made out of sweatshirt material, and they're just the perfect gift if you don't know somebody's size, but you can just pick it up, get it wrapped, go, have a card.
One of the things I noticed as we walked through is the place is very charming. It very much fits in with the character of the area.
Thank you.
It really is. It's beautiful. And I think one of the things we can do as people either passing through the area or as locals is remember to support local stores like you, because by supporting you, we support our community. So thank you very much for joining us. So if you're looking for the perfect gift for someone, whether it's a wedding gift or a gift for a child, or maybe you do need that perfect Sunapee sweatshirt to show your support to the community, make sure you stop by here at Harborside Trading. Rhonda and her lovely staff will be sure to find the perfect gift for you. When we return, Ray Martin will preview the 2024 edition of the Warner Fall Foliage Festival. Stay with us on Yankee Chronicle, your local view. This is a special word about Medicare re-enrollment from the Lake Sunapee Region, VNA, and hospice.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating.
When you take your car in for an oil change, a good mechanic will also take care of other routine maintenance to make sure your car runs safely and efficiently. Protecting your health isn't much different. When you get a COVID-19 vaccine, it's important to make sure you're also protected from other serious but preventable diseases. It's easy and convenient to get other routine vaccines at the same time as a COVID-19 vaccine. So make sure you ask a healthcare professional about other vaccines you may need to maintain your health.
Welcome back to Your Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Elizabeth DeRazio. Every year, the celebration of fall is highlighted in our region by the Warner Fall Foliage Festival. Tell us about this year's event, Ray.
Thanks for inviting us on your show today. We're here in Warner, Main Street, Warner, downtown Warner with Ray Martin. I'm the president of the festival this year, and we're getting ready to have our 77th annual festival, which will take place on 11, 12, and 13 of October, Columbus Day weekend. Just remember, it is not on October 14th, Monday, the Columbus Day. That's the day we get to clean up. But anyways, the festival has been going on all these years, and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars have been donated to various organizations around town for many, many projects that have been helpful to the town over the years. This festival has always been run by a complete volunteer outfit. We have a board, a great board of 10 people that are very active in soliciting volunteers, working on organizing and keeping the festival moving. This is truly a Warner community effort. What I would say to make the town accessible to people and to show the town off. You would be very surprised at how many people have moved to Warner after they came to the festival for 1 year or 2 years. So it's a great weekend. The foliage is usually great. As I stand here today, we're about 3 weeks away, and I'm starting to see some of the trees change colors, which is a good sign, because this is a fall foliage festival. We hope you would consider coming down here. We're open Breakfast at the church on Saturday morning from 7:30 to 10:30, and then the crafters open up at 9. The rides will be Friday night rides open at 6 to 9 with some of the food tents open. And then the full-fledged festival will be running on at 9, starting at 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, with the rides starting at 10 o'clock and Saturday and Sunday. And then the grand parade on Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. We have maybe a big surprise, but I don't want to put it out there yet. But please look at our Facebook page or our website, the Warner Fall Foliage Festival website, for updates, but there might be a big announcement on that shortly. The funds that the festival raises anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 a year. Go to places like the Simons Elementary School for various projects. We've bought a kiln up there. We've bought cameras for them. We've bought, the Warner Main Stage. The building down there at the amphitheater is a lot of big contribution. Towns such as the baseball teams, Warner Youth Sports gets a lot of money. The Snowmobile Club gets a lot of things because they're all part of the town and make the town work. Arriving here at the festival from the north or the south, Interstate 89, get off at the Warner exits. You'll be directed to parking. That is, we have buses that bring people back, shuttle buses, take people back and forth from the parking areas. And then once you get into the center of town, the festival is concentrated almost solely right in the center of downtown Warner, with I think we have 98 crafts people coming this year. It's a lot of crafts that a lot of people come just for the crafters. And then we have obviously food. The chicken and lobster barbecue is always a big hit on Saturday and Sunday. And then we have the rides for the kids, and obviously other foods and ice cream and such. This is also Warner's 250th anniversary of its founding or chartering back in 1774. So this is a big year for Warner, and so that is the theme of the parade this year, will be our 250th celebration. The dates are Friday the 11th of October, Saturday the 12th, and Sunday the 13th. It starts at 6 p.m. on Friday the 11th, and then opens up, I'd say 9 o'clock to 9 on Saturday, and 9 to 5 to 6 p.m. on Sunday. And that's it, but from Warner, so come and join us on Columbus Day weekend and have a great time with us.
Fun for sure on Main Street in Warner. And as always, the parade will be broadcast on YCN. When your Yankee Chronicle returns, we will stay in Warner to hear about this Sunday's Harvest Moon Festival at the Indian Museum. So stay with us on YCN, your local view. And now a word from one of our supporters.
Hi, I'm Jim Culhane. I'm the CEO of Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association. We're coming up on some very important dates for Medicare enrollees. Specifically, it's the Medicare open enrollment period, which begins on October 15th and runs through December 7th. A lot of people stick with traditional Medicare. It's what you've been paying into for a considerable period of time. It's robust, it travels with you, you can choose your own doctors, but we realize that there are Medicare Advantage products, may offer some unique perks as well. You can talk to an insurance broker. You may also contact your local ServiceLink office because they have a program to help you navigate the variety of products and find a match that might be best for you. It's important for you to be aware that there are some Medicare Advantage products that may not cover services that are important to you. Services such as home health, which the Visiting Nurse Association is a crucial part of the services in the continuum of care necessary to help people stay home. Do your research. Talk to the people who know and may have some answers and provide guidance. Reach out to ServiceLink as they have a program that can assist. But in the end, make sure you choose an insurance that provides the range of services you may feel you need in the future. The last thing you would like to do is to find out that you need a service that is either not paid for or not covered and find yourself with an unexpected bill after services are provided.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle, the who, what, where, and when show of the Lake Sunapee region. I'm your host, Elizabeth D'Orazio. Another annual event in Warner is the Harvest Moon Festival at the Indian Museum at Kearsarge Mountain Road. Tell us all about it, Andy.
Thank you. Yes, Harvest Moon is one of our longest running events here at the museum. It's going to be an outdoor event for the most part, where we're going to have some vendors and workshops and hand-on experience for this family-friendly event. The feature of the day is traditional foods, including bison stew and Three Sisters stew and things like that. So it's really an exciting chance to taste some of those foods, as well as experience making corn husk dolls and different kind of beading events and things like that. We've got a wonderful program where we're going to actually have a lecture on coyotes here in New England. We've got a flute player who's going to be sharing their work, and it's just an all-around family-friendly day to romp around our wonderful 12-acre campus. The museum's in Warner, New Hampshire, and we're approaching our 35th year here, and it's just a wonderful opportunity for people to get in the outdoors and explore the natural environment, where you can actually see a pine tree growing and then go into the museum and see a white pine canoe that's been dug out and burnt as a transportation method from here in New England. So it's that wonderful connection between the environment and native peoples, and also all of the challenges that we have today, including global warming and things like that.
And I'm now joined by Anna Glavis, who's the office manager there. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Abby.
It's great to talk with you.
Yes.
Talk about some of the changes to the museum leading up to the start of the season.
Well, a big change is that we have recently completed our sustainable energy project.
Ooh, exciting.
We now have 120 solar panels on our roof.
No way.
So we're producing electricity, and the heat pumps were just installed in January, so we're also heating the building without using fossil fuels.
Wow.
This has been a big project, and it's now done, so that's exciting. In our contemporary art gallery,
cool.
They will start working on an exhibit that's going to be centered around baskets and how they're made, the different materials, their uses, and so that will be going on in the next few months as well.
I'm sure you can always go to the website to find out more information.
Yes,
Good.
yes. IndianMuseum.org is where you can find all the information about upcoming events.
Great. And talk about becoming a member of the Mount Kearsarge Museum.
So membership is great for us. It's wonderful that people support us by choosing to become members. This is actually a good time of year to think about that in preparation for the season, to receive a whole year of benefits, which include free admission for a year, discounts on the special events that we've talked about, and also discounts in the gift shop and discounts on workshops and things like that. There's also an option to become a sustaining member of the museum by giving monthly to us, and if folks are interested in that, they can give us a call. Of course, you can also join online by going to IndianMuseum.org and clicking on the membership tab on our website.
Okay.
And we're open from May to October pretty much every day, including the weekends. We are also open weekends in November for Native American Heritage Month.
Oh, great.
We have 12 acres for people to enjoy both inside and outside the museum. Outside, they can experience the Medicine Woods Trail, the Arboretum. We have a covered pavilion. People can bring lunch. We're only really 20 minutes from Concord, and it's just a wonderful place to visit.
It really is such a special place to have right here in not only New Hampshire, but right here in Warner. And there's so much going on there.
A lot of people are surprised to hear that Mount Kearsarge Indian Museum has been recognized as one of the top 10 Native museums in the country, right here in sleepy little Warner, New Hampshire. And I hope that you'll take the chance to come and enjoy this wonderful resource that we have. The easiest thing to do is go to our website at indianmuseum.org, and if you go to the events section, you'll see all kinds of exciting projects and programs that we have coming, including Harvest Moon and Beadstock and Indigenous Peoples Day. So we hope that you'll join us.
Thank you, Andy. What an interesting place. If you haven't visited their museum, you owe it to yourself to do so. To close out this week's show, Abby will sit down with the new London Barn Playhouse's new education associate and hear what they are doing to make it a year-round resource in our region. So stay tuned here on Yankee Chronicle for these words from another of those that make this show possible.
This program is supported by Main Street Bookends of Warner for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner.
You're looking at the #1 cause of lung cancer. That's why the Surgeon General issued this warning. Now you're looking at the #1 cause of lung cancer for non-smokers. That's why the Surgeon General issued this warning. Radon is an invisible radioactive gas that seeps inside your home from underground. Whether you smoke or not, radon can cause lung cancer. Protect your family. Have your home tested. Call 1-800-SOS-RADON. Radon problems can be fixed.
In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music and we talked. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic. Your honesty gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted in my own life.
And I wanted you to know, from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now, that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, in whatever you do.
Talk, they hear you.
Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from the Barn Playhouse, and very excited to introduce you to Gavin King, who's the new Education Associate here. Hi, Gavin.
Hey, Abby.
Welcome full-time. This is your second year at the Barn, but you are going to be living in New London.
Yes.
Tell me about the position first. What's your Education Associate role going to cover?
So the Education Associate is basically working underneath the wonderful Sage.
We know Sage well.
And just being able to elevate the education program even more. So just helping with classes, productions, and workshops, and providing the assistance to make and help the program grow more.
And the big mission is to get, we're well aware the Barn is very busy in the summer, but then once the fall rolls around, you and Sage are really going to plan a lot of this programming for all ages, we should mention too.
Yes, and we actually, because we're so great together and Sage is wonderful, we already got the fall plan.
Okay, do you have any teasers you can give us?
Yes, we have some exercise classes that I will be leading.
Okay,
Zumba inspired.
Love it.
We have some vocal workshops. We have a costume workshop for when we come around Halloween.
Ooh.
For those who are interested in making a costume.
Fun.
So we have some fun things planned, especially for the fall, and some really great things in the spring.
Amazing. So obviously your role the past 2 years has been working with specifically the kids that come for the summer. But how will that change into the fall, but from what you're doing right now?
Yeah, so right now I am Education Associate and choreographer mainly.
Okay.
And so when migrating to the summer, I will be moving into Director of JIs.
Okay.
Which is my job, is just make sure the JI program is running and making sure the mentoring program that we have with the acting interns is also flourishing, and just basically navigating that ship through the summer.
I love that. And tell us about the mentor program.
Yes, so a JI is a junior intern, and it mirrors what the acting interns is for the New London Barn. So we rehearse 9 weeks, and we put on 4 shows. Usually it consists of a review, which this year was super awesome because it was written in-house by our JIs.
Love that.
Followed by a classical play performed at the library. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Followed by a smaller musical, which this year was Tuck Everlasting. And we wrap up with a bigger musical, School of Rock. And we have students from various different states that come in. So this year we had Colorado, California, New York, and Vermont this year, which was really super awesome.
Amazing.
And we take from anywhere from 20 company members to this year 40, which was amazing.
Wow.
We had 90 kids audition for the JI program, and so it was amazing to have such big numbers, and we're looking to grow even more.
And there's a mentorship program between the JIs and the acting intern company as well.
So the acting interns that come, they do volunteer. We say it's, if you're interested, and they mentor the students who are interested in performing, college life, or just the industry in general. And we have like luncheons, we have like dessert parties, and so they like to write notes to each other after like watching performances, and it's so cute. It is so cute.
I love that. What a great program.
Yes, it's awesome.
And talk about moving to New London. How do you feel about that?
Well, I love it. I grew up in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
Which is yes, they have bigger buildings, but they do have cornfields, and so I do miss that. But what's wonderful about here is the air quality, the beauty, and the people. Like, everyone waves, which I'm a hugger, so I love socializing. So just to see everyone wave, it's fantastic.
I love that. Tell us a little bit about your background. What were you doing before you got to New London?
So before I came to New London, I am a performer. So I did a lot of traveling, living out the suitcase life, the dream. But I also worked with a lot of education systems. So I did some schools in Houston, wrapped up working with Holy Cross, the Catholic school in Maryland, where I did a couple of shows with them. So I was just traveling a lot, performing, whether it was on stage, off stage, which led me to here.
And this summer you got to perform.
I did in Joseph. And it was fantastic.
You were a hit.
Yeah, I got to play the baker. I got to go Joseph on stage and learn the colors of the coat.
That's hard.
And that's the challenge.
That is a challenge. That's a good trick. If you ever need a quick like talent show trick, there you go. You've got one now. Name all the colors. Well, Gavin, it's so nice to have everybody meet you. This is exciting. You become the 7th full-time barn employee in its history, which is really exciting because a lot of people are just seasonal. So now you become a long-term employee here, which is so exciting and really fun to see what you're going to do.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Thank you, Abby and Gavin. What a great resource the barn has become in extending their work beyond the summer and the walls of their theater. Coming up next week, our Yankee Chronicle will again be here, but we will hear from Rhonda about her sister store, Mountainside Trading in Newberry. We'll learn about this year's duck drop at Mount Sunapee, raising funds for the Boys and Girls Club of Central New Hampshire. Jim Kilhane, the president and CEO of Lake Sunapee Region, will join our Laura James for a few notes on Medicare enrollment. And we will close with our Abby Peel at Preferred Building Systems in Claremont, a premier home construction company. Tune in to YCN Live's Game of the Week this Saturday at 1:53 p.m. as the Tigers of Newport host the Raiders of Lebanon for homecoming. Check out the fall schedule of all upcoming games on our website. Game of the Week can be viewed on TDS channels 13 and 1013, NCTV 8, Roku, Apple TV, and for those that don't have cable, our YCNNow.com offers on-demand anytime. Join us again next week for all new edition of Yankee Chronicle. I'm Elizabeth Durazio, your host. Enjoy fall, everyone.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.